I'm just trying to find my spot. You know, I don't know. You know, that's up for them to decide that situation. But you know, hopefully number 2 back and just going out there and keep doing what I'm doing.
One thing we know is you'll be ready. Congratulations on a great night.
Thank you.
An NC State Wolfpack player cut 7 times, having his first career start in Carolina, and then doing that, Marshall. What a great story. And you were saying, too, how you were marveling at how he seemed to be so comfortable in every facet of the game.
You know, Rich, we listened to Eli.
Oh, ouch. Hey folks, LoricElf here. I had a Craigslist pickup that I want to talk about today. As my title probably says here, this was a pickup that almost wasn't. I know a lot of you have had some strange Craigslist deals in the past. A lot that have fallen through before and whatnot. A lot that have, fell through. But this one almost fell through. Let me start over. Hey Ninja, get up here. Get up here. Hey folks, LoricElf here. What I want to show you guys today is Craigslist pickup, as the title says. This is a Craigslist pickup that almost was not going to come to fruition. Pretty much, dude emailed me. Let me start over. Ninja, you okay? You okay, baby? Hey folks, LoricElf here. How's it going? Hadn't made a video in a little while. Gotten a few things, just had not really made videos of them, I guess. This one was a pretty decent pickup, though. I haven't had a Craigslist pickup forever. I think I usually show those, but anyways, had one that almost wasn't, as the title says. Somebody wrote up a few things for sale, just like a Game Boy, a couple Game Boys, a few Game Boys, and some games. Not a huge Game Boy collector, but there are, some games that I'm wanting to get. Just kind of wanting one of the old Game Boy systems, since I only have like the Advance and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, he had like 17 games. He had a couple Game Boys, and actually I think he had like 4 or 5 Pokemon games in there. So I was like, well, this could be cool. His asking price is only $40, which I thought was a good deal. I thought, yeah, I could go for that. Maybe if I first one to him, I actually won't get won't miss out this time. So I write him, and he writes back, and it's all good. I just it's like, hey, okay, well, yeah, we'll do this tomorrow. It's kind of late tonight or whatever, and something like that. Just pretty much saying, okay, it's a deal, and then we just had to plan when to meet up. Then all of a sudden, I just noticed I hadn't heard back from him for a little while, and I looked at the link to the ad again just to see what all was in there, or if it was taken down or what, and the price was changed from 40 to 100. So I was like, oh crap. So I write him again. I was just like, hey, didn't we have a deal here, or where are you at on this? Man, what's going on? But it kind of, he's like, oh, people wrote me saying they were offering me more money, and these games are worth more than this, and yada yada. And I was like, oh geez, this sucks. Now I know myself included with this group, and a lot of you guys have talked about Craigslist ads where you just missed out, and have told the seller, hey, can you sell this to me for more or whatever, which is actually, when you miss out, you feel like doing that. You really do, because it's like, if you miss out a lot, or you hardly ever get something up there that you want to get, and you get beat by a few minutes, it's painful. But yeah, I've done that before. I've kind of worded it like this, like, hey, if whoever you sold it to doesn't go through since you told me it's sold, or somebody already answered or whatever, can you just choose me next kind of thing. If it doesn't go through, let me know. Then you kind of also throw in there, I'll pay more than what you asked for if your first sale doesn't go through. So, kind of in the hopes, I've only done that a few times, but, kind of being nice, kind of being shady. It's like, hey, I'll give you more money for something, that you already sold, but you're really kind of prefacing it with, if it doesn't go through. So, it's kind of in between, but it's we get desperate. Anyways, enough rambling about Craigslist stuff. Here's what happened. We went back and forth on emails a little bit, and I was like, I can probably pay a little more, but we kind of had a deal and this and that, but I understand, if you're listing something that you could get more money for, and you didn't really know, mistakes happen. You can't really just always pay out of your own pocket for your mistakes if you can help it. But anyways, I offered him like 20 more for 60. He said he had an offer for like 75, just already on the table, but he said he'd do it for me since pretty much we had a deal prior. But what else was cool was on the way. I think it was on the way. Yeah, when I was driving, he actually mentioned he had some Nintendo 64 games. It might have been in a text message before I left. But anyways, I didn't know what they were when I was heading out that way. But he only wanted, I think, $30 for the Nintendo 64, and he said 6 games. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. Actually, after I got there, I looked at them. I didn't even really see all the games, but I was pretty sure I was going to get it for $30. I think I only had like 27 bucks on me and some change or something, but I think I gave him like 27, 28 on top of the 60. So he said that was fine, which is good because it's all I had on me. I was kind of running late to find him. He had a due date to be, time to be somewhere, so I didn't want to stop by the ATM and pay a $2 fee for $10 more or whatever. But anyways, moving on. All right, here's the Game Boys. Got this yellow Game Boy Color. It actually has the back. It worked. Tested it out. Pretty cool. Got a clear one here. Game Boy Pocket clear. Kind of neat. It does not have the back, but it has weird attachment thing going on. Let me knock those out of the way because this lot did have quite a few weird attachments. Kind of handy for back in the day where you had to add stuff to see better or get lighting on these non-backlit systems. Some handy pack color. Quite a contraption. It even has like things that go over the buttons, so that's got to be kind of interesting. The speakers on the side, the magnifying glass that slides out. Yeah, I might be able to clean it up. This actually did have some battery corrosion. The batteries were still in there. They were from like 2008, but you guys can probably see that in there. So, it might still work. I just don't think I would ever use it anyway, so it's hard to justify the cleaning. But there was that thing, and I think this is the power cord for it, or one of them, whatever. Yeah, maybe, who knows. I don't know, maybe it just got power from the, who knows. Oh, anyways, there's a power cord for another one here, and that's this little purple thing. It really just plugs in the back, a battery alternative, and got a little light. And I guess this is a adapter thing. It's like one that goes to 2. So I cannot remember if this is like a 3-player thing or if you... Well, I guess they're different size, so... One's a little bit bigger than the other, so I'm not sure exactly how that works. And then here's a magnifying glass thing. Has a... Oh, this has batteries too, so I better get those out. You can see one's already starting to corrode there, but it doesn't look too terrible. So yeah, let me pop those out. Yeah, actually this is just starting to corrode, but it did not really do anything but just chafed up the spring a little bit. So this accessory I never will use is safe. Kind of on the accessory range here too. Something I never saw before. Tiny tuner. Can't imagine it would be for the TV, like a TV tuner, but maybe radio station. I'm not, no idea. Also, I got this camera, Game Boy camera thing, and I looked at it. It had some little kids' pictures on it, like some 8-year-olds' pictures. Might have been the same guy that I got him from 10 years ago, because most of his stuff seems like it was his. I think a couple things had his name written on it or whatnot. Accessory-wise, that was it. Here's a bag that got with it, kind of cool. And here's the games. I'll finally speed this up a bit. Pokemon Pinball, which I think Rony55 is who I think of when I think Pokemon games. Never really said this, but I never really liked Pokemon stuff. I always kind of shied away from it. Didn't realize this had a battery in it, but I'm glad I just noticed that. But yeah, I mean, Pokemon was kind of really the kiddie stuff, back in the day. So I kind of shied away from it a bit, I guess. I was kind of out of the current games when they were doing all the Pokemon things. Played Magic the Gathering, and Pokemon was a card game, obviously, that, was around that same time. And all these little kids would always be in playing Pokemon, and, just kind of, I thought it was a separate world, but I'm sure the games are pretty cool. I just really hadn't tried any of them yet. So, Pokemon Pinball, some Acclaim Sports, Jeremy McGrath. If any of these are cool, let me know. I'm kind of putting them in the order I assume, worst to best. Wheel of Fortune, Super Black Bass. Now, I thought this might be a good game, just because Natsumi made it, but looks like it's just a cheapo. Amazing Penguin. Game & Watch Gallery, I guess the original. I'm used to seeing 4 and stuff by them. Tiny Toon Adventures, Bab's Big Break. Super Mario Land 2. 6 Golden Coins. I remember that one from back in the day. That was, obviously it was old Nintendo, so I did have some decent playing time with my friends and whatnot. Wario Land, Super Mario World Land 3, so that's cool. Donkey Kong Land 3, which this is kind of heavy, so maybe a little bigger chip for that bad boy. Kirby's Dream Land, which looks like Japanese underneath, so this is probably a Japanese release. I don't know. It says made in China. It says made in China on the side where it usually, or CHN on the side where it usually says like -USA. So maybe it was a Chinese release, I don't know. But here's the games that I assume are, the best out of all these. This one, I don't know if this is a sought-after Pokemon. I thought it was mainly the colors. This might just be a generic card game rip-off one. I'm not sure. Rona, you'll have to tell me. Pokemon trading card game, black cartridge. The blue Pokemon. The gold Pokemon. The yellow special Pikachu edition Pokemon, which I don't know if there's other ones, like a non-Pikachu edition yellow. And finally, the silver version. Now, I don't really remember seeing the silver and the gold, like on eBay, but I know I see those red and blue ones all the time that are, usually $20 each or so. So, good pickup. I don't think I'll get rid of them, even though these are the first time I've ever owned like a Pokemon game, except I guess I did get a Pokemon game for the N64 and a lot of here recently. But yeah, I'm not against trying things I used to be against, which I think some of you guys will like to hear, because I know there's a lot of fans out there. I'm probably missing out, probably something I can try to play, so giving it a shot. Alright, anyways, that's enough time on the Game Boy stuff. Let me just quickly show you the Super NES, or the N64 I got and stuff here. Got 2 controllers, another purple, this has always been my favorite, atomic purple or whatever. Standard gray. The important part here, this part's what usually seems to mess up on a lot of them. These are both good, so glad to see that. Got the system itself. Really clean looking system. It has just the normal, pack, not the special and upgrade. But very clean, very cool. I think I own like all regular Nintendo 64s. I only have one, off one, and it's actually just a regular one painted. So I don't really have any purple or silver or see-through or anything like that. Not silver probably, but the other stuff. And got a GameStop bag with it. You just, with the N64 let me have. Kind of a weird bag, weird colors. Has like a bottom part for, not to rip it up. Place it can set up right, I guess. A couple of different pouches. It's actually pretty cool. This maybe back years ago when they cared about stuff. I don't know. It's got, padded areas, things like that. So, I wouldn't mind throwing a system in there if I had to take one somewhere. Finally, the games. And actually, I did not have a lot of these. And a couple of them were ones I wanted, too. So, a couple bonuses there. I think I had this, but I don't know if it's as clean. Mario Party 2. Mario Tennis, which I did not have. Just showing those right away. And Mickey's Speedway USA, which I think I recently heard some good things about. Just some sports games here. NBA Jam 99, In the Zone 98, and Blitz 01. So that was the Craigslist thing. So, even though it was kind of frustrating at first, thinking I missed out and everything else, had to pay a little more, but it came to fruition. It was still a good deal. And, of course, the bonus, finding out there's another system for a great price, I could pick up once I'm there anyways. So, all in all, glad it came to it. Glad, I ended up getting all this stuff. And, I don't know what I'm going to do. My space for my Game Boy games, I have one little container thing. It's pretty full, so I have to, maybe get rid of some or just bite the bullet and say, screw it, I'll start collecting more than I was planning on in this system too. Who knows? But thanks for watching as always, guys. Here's Ninja. Say bye. Bye. But have fun gaming. See you later. I'm going to probably do another video here of something. I don't know. But later, guys. See ya.